All right, so let's talk about rate buy downs and how it affects everyone and how it can be a huge impact on the deal. Now, we all know what's going on with rate buy downs. It's no secret, but the problem we have is that real estate agents put it in their notes on the MLS, they put them on the ads or their Facebook or Instagram, whatever it is, they put in, hey, buy this house, use my preferred lender, and you get $10,000 towards a rate buy down. But really, what does that mean? I mean, if I'm a home buyer, most home buyers don't have a lot of education about how the system works, buying and selling houses and mortgages. So they're looking at it saying, yeah, okay, it's a rate buy down, but am I saving $5, $20, $100? What is the rate? Going to go down 1/4%, 0.5%? See, on our end, we can't just put a rate because they change so much that every day we can have rate changes 2, 3, 4 times a day. And some days they're the same rate for a couple of days and 3 days in a row. So there's no way to put a rate on it, but we can easily teach them what it means. Rather than just posting a message that, hey, you're going to get a rate buy down if you use my preferred lender. Well, how about my preferred lender will show you what a huge impact is and the amount of savings you can get with a permanent rate down by buying this property through my preferred lender. And what do? I do something just like this. I put together a Zoom meeting and we get on the phone, get on Zoom, and we go through it so they can see it in black and white because they have no idea. They think it's a rate buy down. What does that mean? Not understanding the tens of thousands of dollars that they could be saving if they made this deal. Or there might be a situation where, you know, your house, and the one I'm using right now, is $700,000, and they want to offer $675,000 simply because their lender told them your maximum out of pocket every month is $4,500, and they're looking at, hey, I need to drop the price $25,000 to get this to work, to be in my budget, so I could get approved, because the lender has no idea how to use this strategy. They're stuck in the dark ages. They're still listening to AM radio and listening to Taylor Swift on there. You know, we got XM radio these days, Sirius XM. You know, it's just like, what are you doing? You still going to get videos, VCR tapes at Blockbusters? I don't understand it. Why are they so far behind? I even do digital offers when I make offers. Have you ever seen a digital offer? Probably not, because your lender doesn't do them. I do them. You want to see it? Give me a holler. I'll let you know what they look like. I'll show you exactly what they look like and how they win offers every single time almost, simply because we provide it in a way that nobody else does. So you have to think out of the box. So how does this work? Simple. Let's take a look. We're going to do comparisons. Now let's say that you are a buyer's agent and you're looking at a listing agent's house and you're thinking they want to make an offer on this house. They're asking $700,000, but my buyers want to ask for $675,000 simply because maybe they thought they were capped off at a $44.45 amount each month, and that's all they can do is $675,000 because the numbers are too high after that. Or maybe they're just trying to get a discount. So how does that affect everybody? So let's start. First column, the price with a conventional loan. I use $700,000. Loan amount is $560,000. And I'm just using 7% just to use as an example. Rates are way lower than that, but let's just go ahead and use that so we can get through this. Payment a month is $4604.86. Cash to close, $151, $510, $96. Now, they asked for a $25,000 rate drop. How does this affect everyone? Well, one, it's going to affect the real estate agents because they're going to lose out on $25,000 worth of commission at 5 or 6%, wherever it is, so you're taking a hit. Two, it may hurt the comps in the neighborhood, so the neighbors get hurt by this simply because maybe the house is priced properly. But again, the buyers, for whatever reason, are stuck on $4,500, so they think that's their only option, to go ahead and ask for a price reduction. So let's keep the comps in line. Let's keep your commission in line. What that's going to do with a $25,000, so for comparisons, it's going to drop it to $44,4576. Cash to close comes down a little bit of money, about $5,000 to $46,453.42. And they're going to save $159.10 a month. And they're thinking, great, look at the money I'm saving. But that's peanuts compared to what they should be saving. If we took that same $25,000 and we bought the rate down, $700,000 full ask, back to column one with $560 is the loan amount, but we got the rate down to 5.99% by buying it down. What did that do? It drops the payment to $42.3305. Same cash to close as column 1, and it drops it by $371.81. $371.81 per month in savings versus $159.10. Huge, huge difference. Paying full price, using that $25,000 to drop the rate and get you to save $371 a month. Now, what does that mean over 5 years? Let's look right here. $68.68 if you take the $25,000 reduction. Reduce the rate, $28,438. Huge, huge difference. So it's about educating the buyers. So if you're working with buyers, they need to call me, because just because their realtor or their mortgage person said, hey, this is the most you can afford, not necessarily true. Because if we structure it properly, we can make everybody happy here and we can get the deals done. So if you're working with buyers, have them call me, even if they've been pre-approved, and let me show them ways they can actually get more for their money. Or if they do find a house, say for $500,000, how about we figure out how we can get them to save a little bit more money? Hey, we're in the business to service our clients, give them the best that we possibly can, the best financing, the lowest monthly payments, the least amount of money out of pocket. And on the seller side, we're trying to get them the most money for their house. It's easier to ask for a seller concession to lower the rate than ask for a price reduction, because everybody goes into it knowing that they're going to have to negotiate something. Yes, there are some people that are hard asses and they're like, hey, this is the number, I'm not moving off it, and they're done. Well, those people usually are a waste of time, because either their house is really worth what they want and they sell it right away, or it sits forever. So it's a real easy thing to do. It's the explanation. It's getting in front of people. It's showing them how this works, the impact, how much money you can save over time. I mean, it's really a huge difference. So give me a call, 904-712-1500. If you're working with buyers, I'll do a one-on-one with you on a Zoom. We'll throw some numbers together, and then I can show you exactly what the differences are. Or you can have your buyers call me directly. Again, if they're even pre-approved by someone. Obviously, if somebody hasn't shown them this method and strategy, they just don't know how to do it, or they just don't want to do it. They're too lazy to do it. So give me a ring, 904-712-1500. Let's start closing some deals together.